Khaenri'ah ist wichtig deswegen. Ja, aber mittlerweile könntest du einen Club aufmachen, so viel wie wir jetzt mittlerweile haben. Der Khaenri'ah-Club für ausgestoßen.
Many questions. And you should be rewarded for your bravery. Ask, and you shall have the knowledge you seek.
Über die Kräfte des Himmels.
They do not like being mentioned by name by any living being, be it an ordinary human or one of the seven. They prefer to remain in the shadows as shades. The one you wish to know about? I call her the ruler of death. She helped Natlan establish the rules. It was also under her guidance that I created the Night Kingdom. It was an expression of love, as well as an act of reparation. She was seen as having significantly overstepped her authorities as a shade, which quite displeased the almighty heavenly principles. She succumbed to self-pity as a result, and no longer cared if others discussed her identity. Even so, her existence remains unknown to all but a select few.
Self-pity?
Please don't tell anyone I used that word. I'm just trying to speak plainly to conserve energy. You come to me with many questions, and you should be rewarded
Lebensschule des
for...
Schicksals.
I'm not familiar with that concept. The device is capable of weaving and creating ley lines, you say? Even I cannot create something from nothing. I can only reconstruct the ley lines by reassembling the yet intact components into a new structure. If that power were available to the people of Natlan, they might have a new option against the Abyss. You come to me with many questions.
Elementarkraft und Abgrund.
Phlogiston is Teyvat's primordial form of energy. The heavenly principles used phlogiston as a basis for the creation of elemental energy, to develop a power to better counter the Abyss. Have you heard of the concepts of the light realm and the human realm? That explanation might take too long. Light refracts into 7 different colors, which we collectively refer to as a rainbow. Elemental energy is a similar concept. It's essentially the modern counterpart of phlogiston. You come to me with many questions.
Oh, das war jetzt eine kurze Erklärung.
And you should be
Antike
rewarded.
Namen.
Ah, yes. Yes. The artisan from the Children of Echoes has yet to mention the matter to me. Probably because the young girl from the Masters of the Nightwind is absent. No matter. I'll reach out in a dream and tell them what needs to be done.
Young girl?
What? Did I say something wrong? You come to me with many questions.
Keine weiteren Fragen. Oh, das war's schon. Was war das jetzt? Bin ich weggeschwebt? Ich werde nicht dran denken, aber da müssten wir mal nachschauen. Jetzt ausgestellt, wenn es so... Solnev. Alter, scheiße, das ist ja echt weit. Achso, das ist wieder im Hauptkaff. Ja, ja, dann schauen wir doch mal.
In that case, allow me to formally welcome the Fatui to our cause. We now face a common enemy. It's time to put our differences behind us and look to the future. As for Auroron, his actions may have been out of line, but I don't intend to punish him right now. I'd rather give him a chance to prove himself.
A magnanimous decision.
We're back! Whoa. Seeing the two of you chatting like this, Paimon almost feels like she's dreaming.
Das fühlt sich grundsätzlich immer falsch an. Das war auch schon bei Alecino so. Man kann mit dir reden, aber es fühlt sich immer an, wie wenn du ständig in Gefahr wärst oder sowas. Keine Ahnung. Auch wenn es ja eigentlich voll in Ordnung zum Teil ist. So Stärken liegen in unserer Zahl. Ich habe ein besseres Gefühl, was unsere Chancen angeht.
This may be an unexpected outcome, but a favorable one nonetheless. Now that we're all here, I have some questions of my own. Tell me, how did you discover the source mechanism?
We weren't getting any closer to obtaining the Gnosis, so I had my men scour Natlan for a different option. Auroron helped as well. We tracked down 3 scholars, Aberawa, Bosomtwe, and Kushtal, and combined the results of their research to locate this ancient device.
I've never heard those names before. Seems like my own investigation failed to locate some critical personnel. I'm just not sure how I missed them.
Strange. Perhaps they simply live in seclusion. In any case, their results speak for themselves.
That's true. Now we have another option at our disposal. Compared to using the Gnosis, our current plan will buy us some time. And if all else fails, we still have this plan as a last resort, even though executing it will come at a heavy cost.
But that means making everyone forget their past! We should definitely try to avoid it if we can. Oh, actually, speaking of the Gnosis, how did you know what it could do?
That story begins with the Cataclysm 500 years ago. I failed to save Conria from the rampage of the Abyss. When the situation became unsalvageable, I fled to Natlan with the remainder of my platoon, only to find that Natlan had fallen victim to the same tragedy. I defended this land for quite some time, and, in the process, met the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, Aizu. I'm sure many people viewed Conria as the cause of the tragedy, but Aizu was kind to me all the same, and even helped me in my time of need. From that moment, I made it my mission to aid Natlan. In battle, a warrior fights to win. Even though my homeland was lost, I was already committed to this fight. Together, Aizu and I fought many battles and overcame countless hardships. However, he was unable to escape his fate, and, in his final moments, told me the secret of the Gnosis.
So it was him. He recommended using the Gnosis on several occasions even before the tragedy, but I turned him down each time. You knew him, and you fought for Natlan all those years ago. Why don't I recognize you? It must be the mask.
Even without the mask, my past appearance is long gone. Even with the curse of immortality, the flesh still rots.
Wait, do you know someone named Dainsleif? That problem doesn't seem quite so extreme for him.
You've met him already?
Yeah, a bunch of times. Sounds like you know him too.
During the Age of Conria, all I knew was his name. The last time I saw him in person, he was traveling with the princess. He carries a degree of pain and hatred that far surpasses my own.
Damals hast du gesagt, du willst nicht gegen mich kämpfen, war es wirklich wegen meiner Schwester?
Yes, you're the brother of the princess. Given the role I held in Conria, I would prefer not to harm you. Although, this is likely a self-imposed burden. If the princess saw me now, I doubt she would even recognize me. As for your question, I don't know how Dane managed to slow the deterioration of his body. My appearance is much changed, and that's not the only thing. Even my physical strength is a shadow of what it once was.
I would have never known. During our battle, it felt like I was fighting against the pinnacle of human strength.
And I still lost. I deserve no praise for that outcome.
Tut mir leid, aber wenn ich höre, dass er sagt, er hat verloren, finde ich es immer geil. Nicht, weil er wirklich verloren hat, sondern weil so viele sich über Facebook und so hart gestritten haben, Alter. Und sich weiß der Geier was für Namen genannt haben, Alter, weil der hat nicht verloren, er hat nichts mal seine richtige Stärke gezeigt und keine Ahnung. Oh, ich fand's immer lustig, das zu lesen, aber ich find's dann immer umso geiler, wenn du dann sowas liest und denkst so.
Still, it's a shame we never faced off 500 years ago. You could have seen what I was truly capable of.
I agree. Had we fought then, I'd also have been more motivated to go all out.
So, all that commotion back at the stadium, and you're saying neither of you were using your full strength?
I'd say we're evenly matched. If we face off again, victory will come down to who wants it more.
I imagine you held back since there were spectators around that could have gotten hurt. But capitalizing on that situation would have only led to a hollow victory. It would have been no different than taking hostages.
Capitano gibt zu ehrenhaft zu, dass er verloren hat, Beweis für alle. Ja, das Bessere ist ja noch, es wird ja auch gleich dieses Gerücht vernichtet. Oder halt, wo sie halt gesagt haben, ja, der Capitano ist ja da, er ist ja echt geschwächt, also wenn er seine richtige Form hätte, könnte er sie besiegen. Jetzt haben sie sogar beide zugegeben, dass sie eher ebenwürdig wären. Also noch mehr Deckel drauf, die Diskussion ist vorbei.
My goal was the Gnosis, and I failed to obtain it. That means I lost, plain and simple.
Aber wo göttliches Herz, was wirst du der Zarin des Eises erzählen?
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa allows every Harbinger the freedom to pursue the meaning of their existence. When the time comes, that freedom can take precedence over her orders. That's why our methods can be so radically different, despite sharing the same goal and the same sovereign. I needed the Gnosis because I came here to save Natlan. That was my primary motive. Once Natlan is saved, if the Gnosis still remained in my possession, I could bring it back to Snezhnaya.
My decision regarding the Gnosis will not change. So let's focus on the Abyss for now.
Right! What happens when all 6 heroes are together?
Möglicherweise wird wohl irgendeine Kraft freigesetzt. Die Himmel wurden bereits erwähnt. Hat das etwas damit zu tun?
We will unleash a great power that can be used to thwart the Abyss. But only once. It's a power that Xbalanque gained from Renova. Renova is a god whose existence predates any Archon. You can think of her like an emissary of the heavenly principles. She controls the power of death.
Wait, is that why you have the Ode of Resurrection?
Yes. Renova also orchestrated Natlan's rules. As for the Divine Throne, like I said before, when a human ascends to the Divine Throne, their inner flame will awaken. The size of the flame depends on the person's potential. The same principle applies to the Ruler of Death's power, with one notable distinction. The amount of power inherited will not change depending on your ability to tolerate it. In other words, it's a kind of power that not everyone can withstand. But if you survive the trial, you will gain unprecedented strength, and the ability to harness powers more formidable than any Archon.
That still sounds really risky.
We cannot walk this path without accepting risk. Mualani charged into the Night Kingdom despite the abyssal contamination. Auroron fought back from the brink of death. In the face of their bravery, I must respond in kind. That is my duty.
Spoken like a true leader.
All right, that's enough for one day. You should head back and get some rest. I'm sure you're exhausted. The Abyss will likely sense the change in Auroron. It's possible the frequency of the attacks will increase. There are many challenges to come, so we need to be prepared.
When you put it that way, Paimon feels even more exhausted. All right, let's head back.
Also ich habe ja kein Problem, wenn Leute so ein bisschen über sowas diskutieren. Aber ich finde es halt immer schlimm, wenn du eigentlich schon fast offensichtlich gesehen hast, wie jetzt in dem Fall Capitano ja geflohen ist. Und dann ja auch noch in der Story sagt so, ey, du hast mir geholfen, dass ich da rausgekommen bin. Und dann wird halt trotzdem weiter diskutiert. Ja, nee, er hat ja gar nicht gezeigt, was er kann. Ich meine, alleine das hat er eigentlich schon gezeigt, dass da was war. Wenn ihr sowas gerne schaut, schaut mal Power-Scaling-Videos zu One Piece. Oder anderen Animes. Alter. So mal aus lustig, einfach mal so Kommentare zu lesen, ist ja ganz cool, aber du kannst nur noch mit dem Kopf schütteln, Alter. Der fällt dir ab, wenn du sowas liest. So viel, wie du schütteln musst. Weil Leute sich so darin verlieren und sich so dagegen bekämpfen, Alter. Ich meine, drück denen 2 Schwerter in die Hand und die stechen sich wahrscheinlich gegenseitig ab, so abgefuckt sind die dann in dem Moment. Wie gesagt, wenn man eine Diskussionsgrundlage hat, so in Richtung, also ich würde schon finden, dass das vielleicht ein bisschen cooler gewesen wäre oder er hätte vielleicht noch mehr machen können oder so, okay. Aber das ist wie wenn es eine Lebensaufgabe wäre. Wenn ich jetzt nicht beweise, dass der Charakter stärker ist wie der andere ist, kommt meine Mami ins Zimmer und haut mir auf die Fresse.
Now that we're working together, we'll need to coordinate our efforts. I'll leave a portion of my forces for you to command.
That will definitely help relieve some pressure. You're sure they won't object?
It's an order. I will make that clear.
Excellent. I appreciate your trust.
Ich glaube, das krasseste war mal... Sorry, dass ich so abschweife. Aber das krasseste, glaube ich, was ich mal jemals gesehen habe, war, glaube ich, unter einem YouTube-Kommentar bei einem One Piece-Video, wo drüber diskutiert wurde, wer stärker ist, Zoro oder Sanji. Oder Zoro gegen Ruffy, keine Ahnung. Und da waren, glaube ich, unter dem einen Kommentar, der behauptet hat, so der und der ist, oder was heißt behauptet, der halt geschrieben hat, der und der ist ja stärker als der und der. Da waren 1000 Kommentare drunter. Unter einem anderen Kommentar. Alter. Ich dachte mir so, fuck, was ist mit euch los? Ich meine, der Typ, der das Video gemacht hat, der hat sich gefreut, Alter. 1000 Kommentare. Jetzt halt still. Deine Wunden brauchen Zeit zu verheilen, du brauchst ein paar Tage Ruhe.
The monsters keep increasing in number. It's like something changed.
It's definitely unusual and we should all be careful. But don't worry too much. You have us by your side. If there's one thing the Abyss fears, it's strength. If they think we're easy prey, they've got another thing coming. Oh, someone's calling us.
Komme.
Something wrong, Traveler?
Ja, wo ist das McDonald's? Das Gefühl von Beklemmung nimmt immer mehr zu. Haben wir echt Zeit darauf zu warten, bis der letzte Held auftaucht? Wo müssen wir eigentlich hin? Überall hin. Oh ja, geil, ey. Leere Ding. Der die leere Stelle gerade beobachten? Nicht, dass er wegläuft hat. Oh Mann. Oh Mann. Weiter. Ich bin dann auch mal gespannt, wann wir dann auch zu den... sag's mir. Zu den Dingern kommen. Also welcher Story-Part dann kommt mit Ding. Mit denen aus Mondstadt. War da kein Weg hoch? Anscheinend nicht. Weil ich meine, da ist ja auch der Trupp hier irgendwo. In Natlan. Oder erinnere ich mich falsch? Das war schon so. Wie wachsen denn die Blumen? Ja, okay, das sind keine Blumen. Okay. Genehmigt. Ich wollte schon sagen, wie wachsen die Blumen hier ohne Licht und alles? Wo zur Hölle laufe ich eigentlich hin, Alter? Ich bin irgendwie nur in der falschen Richtung. Mondstadt? Naja, der Hauptkommandant vom Ritterorden ist doch in Natlan, oder? War das nicht mal die Story-Wise? Da ist doch der blonde Junge ist doch da gekommen, da der Aufklärer oder so? Das war doch Natlan, oder? Wo die ihre Truppe haben. Hä, ne? Wo waren die dann?
Nope. We can't give any of these to our soldiers. They were not tempered correctly at the forge.
Das interessiert mich jetzt. Das muss ich jetzt, während die da labern, googeln.
Well-made weapons and shields are vital for the survival of our people. I know we're under a lot of pressure, but we can't compromise on quality. Listen, I'm not blaming you. I know this isn't your usual standard of work. Why don't you all just take a break and I'll take care of the pieces.
Stimmt, das habe ich voll vergessen. Siehst du, ich dachte doch, ich bin nicht bescheuert. Jetzt dachte ich schon, Scheiße, keiner weiß, wer was drüber bin. Bin ich komplett doof?
Hey, Shilonen? Is something wrong?
Nothing I can't handle. Just some rushed defective goods, that's all. Even the most skilled craftsmen make mistakes under pressure, and if you two want to avoid the same fate, you should really get some rest.
You must be exhausted too.
Don't worry. I like it that way.
Phlogiston engraving is quite the deep field of study.
Aber das machen wir jetzt kurz anders. So, okay. Also er hat Capitano halt in Natlan getroffen und er kämpfte in dem Krieg. Und der Krieg ist ja eigentlich Natlan, also vielleicht ist er dann auf irgendeinen der Inseln, die wo dann später irgendwie kommen. Aber ich habe mich schon mal nicht komplett falsch erinnert. Also ein paar Sachen können wir merken, werden 99% wahrscheinlich weg sind. Warte, wo gehe ich eigentlich? Jetzt bin ich schon wieder irgendwo, wo ich nicht mehr weiß, wie ich rauskomme. Ah, da oben. Es könnte natürlich auch sein, dass das ein ganzes Stück nach Natlan vielleicht irgendwann kommt oder so. Ich meine, du weißt ja immer nicht, wann die was rausziehen. Ich meine, das mit dem Hafen von Mondstadt, das ist ja auch schon seit Jahren im Umgang, dass dann eine Map kommt irgendwann.
Kanich, you made it back in one piece!
Oh, these must be friends of yours. Well, head out then. See you later.
Na, ihr macht wieder den Stumm, hä? Haha, das war ein Kinderspiel. Diese Plagegeister hatten Glück, dass jemand einen Waffenstillstand ausgerufen hat, sonst hätten wir sie alle zur Asche verbrannt. Ich weiß deine Sorge zu schätzen, Paimon. Trotz Ajars Schilderungen verlief die Situation nicht ganz so reibungslos. Truppen von Capitanos sind allesamt Elite-Krieger. Es war ein harter Kampf. Waren jederzeit zum Rückzug bereit und jetzt arbeitet der Pyro-Archon mit Capitano zusammen. Das ist nicht das Ergebnis, das ich erwartet habe, so viel ist mal sicher.
Yeah, a lot happened while we were in the ruin. We'll tell you about it some other time.
Zumindest ist der Plan des Pyro-Archons einen Schritt weitergekommen. Mehr konnten wir uns nicht erhoffen. Wir wissen, wie eure Hilfe wirklich zu schätzen. Wir müssen trotzdem weiter rankommen. Sibu und ich wollten eigentlich gerade aufbrechen. Sibu? Ah, Sibu. Mein Stamm ruft die Boten
We won't
zusammen.
keep you then. Let's talk later.
Ah, der kleine Knitsch denkt, der kann einfach so verschwinden, ohne den allmächtigen Drachenfürsten Kuhul-Ashar zu fragen. Ja, halt doch die Fresse. Also das will ich gar nicht vorlesen mehr. Aber ich bin froh, dass ich mir mal irgendwas merken konnte. Ich meine, ich muss immer dran denken, dass ich solche Sachen wie damals zum Beispiel diese Samenbox, die rauskam, wo man ja für die Kanne dann Samen von Blumen sammeln kann, dass ich, keine Ahnung, 2, 3 Patches gebraucht habe, bis das mal jemand erzählt hat und ich da mitbekommen habe, dass es sowas überhaupt gibt.
Granny? What's wrong, Granny? It looks like you have something to say.
Die existieren noch? Gibt's die noch?
You know exactly what you did. You need some sense knocked into you, that's what I think. Now,
I'm sorry.
now that you have nowhere to run, that's when you apologize? You couldn't wait to run off last time, and the time before that.
Pretty sure I apologized those times too.
What exactly were you thinking? Being a wanted criminal is one thing, but then you also tried to pull off that whole thing in the ancient ruin. I'm not the one who needs an apology. Apologize to yourself for risking your life.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't have anything to say for myself, Granny. Yell at me all you want. I know I messed up.
You better be sincere. This is an incredibly serious matter.
I'm being sincere, I promise. I've seriously reflected on my actions. I know what I did was risky, and I know I made some bad choices. But I don't regret it. I just had to do something. Not because I thought I was special, but because I wanted to help Natlan as much as I can. Of course, in the end, I just ended up causing more trouble, so You're right. My apology doesn't mean much. But I don't know what else I can say. You even had Aoife bring me that gem. A simple thank you isn't enough, but still. Thank you, Granny.
You're welcome. Just make sure to thank Aoife sometime.
I will.
Anyway, don't feel too grateful. I tampered with the bag to copy a portion of your memories.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Wie einfach so, okay.
Of course you didn't. You forget how many years I have on you. Like you could uncover one of my tricks. Anyway, I have something else to tell you. The Pyro Archon has discussed your case with the others. Many of your actions violated the rules of Natlan, and you should understand you'll have to take responsibility for that.
I understand.
But your efforts weren't entirely meaningless in the end. In addition to giving us another failsafe, you saved yourself with sheer force of will and managed to become a hero. Huh. Not too shabby, grandson.
Did the Traveler in Paimon tell you to say that?
What? No! I said that because I mean it!
I can't believe you're complimenting me at a time like this. You normally let your fist do the talking.
You're not off the hook just yet. I told the Traveler I was going to break your legs, and I meant every part of it.
Ah, Beine brechen kommt doch noch.
Could you not? I still need them to walk.
Trying to negotiate, are you? All right. Make me an offer.
Given all the good things that I managed to accomplish, can you let me off the hook this one time? I promise to do better in the future.
Das muss man auch erstmal erklären. Ey, was hast du heute gemacht? Ich habe verhandelt, dass mir nicht die Beine gebrochen werden.
Fine. I can let this slide for now. But I'll be watching. We'll see if I change my mind. Oh, a Traveler, Paimon. Didn't expect to see you here.
Hello.
Gehst du gerade mit deinem Enkel ins Gericht?
Yes. Looking after these little rascals is rather exhausting.
Taking care of the Traveler isn't easy either. Paimon's life is an uphill battle.
Hä?
Traveler, Paimon, I want to thank you for your help back at the ruin.
Das war doch nichts.
I won't.
Let's get together sometime. If Auroron really wants to thank you, he can treat us all to a tasty meal.
Sounds great. We'll be there.
Die Klali spekuliert sowieso wieder bloß auf Ding. Achso, ja. Stimmt, das ist ja ein eigener Raum. Warte, was? Also spricht man die Ja aus? Oder Ah! Wie wenn du einen Horrorfilm schreist oder so? Hä? Warum soll ich das denn da durch? Bin ich jetzt bescheuert? Entschuldigung, falls das jetzt für jemanden zu laut war. Ich hab's versucht niedrig zu halten und trotzdem kreischig zu wirken. Stell dir vor, du schaust es irgendwo, Alter, und dann hörst du plötzlich aus. Ach so, ich soll ja in die Falle gehen. Deswegen hört man so Sachen immer nur Kopfhörer.
We should get some rest. Paimon has a feeling we'll need it for tomorrow.
Na schön, ruhen wir uns aus. In dieser Nacht. Bom, bom, bom.
You ready?
Hä? Ah, ich krieg meinen Namen.
Yep. Let's go meet the Lord of the Night.
So, this is where you heard the Lord of the Night? Guess that means she really has awakened. Hopefully we made it before she falls asleep again.
Fret not. I'm still here. For a weak life form, falling asleep is no less taxing an exercise than staying awake.
I'm sorry for disturbing your rest, but there's something we didn't have the chance to ask you earlier. We need to forge a new ancient name for the Traveler. But we ran into a problem. He's not from Natlan, so there are no records of him in the Night Kingdom.
Jetzt fällt mir wieder was aus meinen alten MMO-Tagen ein, wie ich noch MMOs gespielt habe. Ich kriege jetzt einen antiken Namen, Salami 25 oder so. So wie es in alten MMOs immer war. Wenn du vor 20 Jahren mal so MMOs gespielt hast, hat keiner fancy Namen gehabt. Nee, da hieß einer Salami 25 oder irgend so ein Scheiß, Alter. Das wäre jetzt ein antiker Name.
I see. Mawika must hold him in high regard. It would seem the two of you are not simply here on her orders. So, what say you? Speak your mind. There are no others here. You are both my children, both children of Natlan. I would hear your opinions on the matter.
He is special. He saved Kachina and devoted himself to helping us avert this disaster. Natlan owes him a debt. But that debt has not been repaid, and with an ancient name, we can at least guarantee his safety.
Even though that guarantee will come at the cost of your own life?
Yes.
Was?
So, it's true. Forging an ancient name consumes the life of the craftsman.
Forging an ancient name is an act of creation. It involves taking disparate concepts throughout the Night Kingdom and condensing them into a heroic epic.
Oh, das ist ja hart. Aber wie viel Leben spendet sie da? Ein paar Tage? Ich meine, wenn es Jahre wären, schafft sie keine 50 Namen zu schmieden, ohne dass das halbe Leben fort ist.
But it takes time for the new concept to be integrated into that realm. If the ancient name is like a seed, then the life of the craftsman is the outer shell, serving as its protection. Once that process is complete, the seed will sprout, and having served its purpose, the outer shell will gradually disappear. Forging an ancient name is no easy task, and creating one for an outlander makes it even more challenging. Still, if you're here, that means your mind is set.
Yes, because I believe forging this name will be well worth it. We don't know how long we'll be able to hold back the Abyss or what the final price of averting this disaster will be. If giving up my life means that all the people of Natlan can have a future, then the sacrifice is practically negligible. Even when I'm staring death in the face, I don't think I'll regret this decision. I bear the name Baraka. This is a part of my duty.
I understand. The chance may be exceedingly slim, but you still want to seize it, because this could be the final step to victory. And you, Siglali, the anxiety you feel, it's because you saw something, yes? Something you were not meant to see.
So, you know about that too.
What is she talking about?
I've had concerns for a long time. Mawika's plan needs too much time, and too many things can go wrong. The Masters of the Night Wind have a ceremony that can be used to glimpse the future. It's just... using this power on the Pyro Archon has always been seen as a taboo.
And you did it anyway? What did you see?
Death.
How?
A key part of Mawika's plan is using the 6 heroes to release the power Xbalanque obtained from the ruler of death. Considering its origins, the price of using that power is death.
You're saying Mawika is going to die in this war against the Abyss?
Yes.
I can't just ignore what I saw. That's why I need the Traveler's power. I need the power of a Descender.
Don't forget, Sidlali. Even if it may seem like someone is fated to die, the nature of death and fate are different. Fate indicates what will happen in the future. The time, manner, and place are all predetermined. But death is different. Death is a rule. The ruler of Death's power will allow Mawika to triumph over the Abyss. But she must offer her own life in the process. The ruler of Death cares little for the time and manner of a death. She simply guarantees that it will occur. Fate may be able to influence the timing, but that is all the Traveler can change.
Wait, you're saying we might be able to change when she dies, but not the outcome?
I cannot help you with this, I'm afraid. It's beyond my capabilities.
Toll, die Lichtstrahlen von heute können auch gar nichts mehr.
Mawika knows about all this, doesn't she?
Yes. I imagine she has long accepted this eventuality.
Well, I can't. She's so strong. She never gives up, never rests until a problem is solved. She's not the type of person to just quietly accept her death. The Traveler shares that quality. That's why I think this gamble is worth it. Together, I know they can overcome the impossible. Be it fate or death.
We shall have to wait and see, but I will curb my expectations. My time is running out. It is my honor to witness humanity in this moment of absolute determination.
We won't forget your contributions. Once we deal with the Abyss, we'll find a way to keep you alive.
Thank you for saying that, but there is nothing you can do. How many years of life are enough? 10? 100? 1,000? 10,000? The Night Kingdom will disappear. The humans will continue to fight against the Abyss, and in the end, all will cease to exist.
That's what makes us different. Even if our end comes tomorrow, humanity will still do whatever it takes to survive today.
Exactly.
Times like these always fill me with admiration and reinforce my commitment to the mandate I shoulder. My creator was right in esteeming you as special above others. Here. This is my gift to you and an extension of my will. It can record the Traveler's experiences in this land, whether from the past or the future. With it, you can forge the ancient name you desire, and the Traveler will also become a hero forever recorded in the memory of Natlan.
Thank you. We're sorry to ask this of you when your strength is already all but spent.
Really. Thank you so much.
Your thanks are unnecessary. This is the least that an angel can do. Time for you to leave. It's getting dark.
Cool, wir bekommen ein Taschentuch.
I can't
Scheint wie so ein
sleep with
Banner
all
zu
the
sein.
noise outside. Forget it. Let's go check it out.
Ah, das sind die zwei wieder.
Shilon and Sitlali, is there a reason you're up so early?
We went to see the Lord of the Night, and she gave us this. Like I said before, I couldn't forge your ancient name because there was no record of you in the Night Kingdom. But with this, we can finally record your deeds.
Just keep it with you during your time in Natlan. And eventually, it'll be full of your adventures.
Really? Let Paimon see!
Oh. Eine gemeinsame Reise zur Forschung der geheimnisvollen Insel. Sie wird stets im Herzen von Umoja leuchten. So wie Malipo, getauft im Feuer, er sagte, dass alles seinen Preis hat. Sterne jenseits des Schicksals und die Größe aller Begleiter. Das Urfeuer hält die... Okay.
Oh, it's arena?
It's not a concrete medium. It reflects the Lord of the Night's will, and shows what she wants you to see.
Oh, in other words, don't worry about its form. When you want to check the contents, just take it out and have a look.
Sounds convenient. It's also super light and doesn't take up too much space. This is a really awesome gift.
Also über zu viel Platz brauchen wir uns nicht beschweren bei, keine Ahnung was, 1 Million verschiedene Gegenstände oder so. Wir kommen jetzt einfach so ohne eine Gegenleistung.
Oh yeah, we'd feel bad accepting something like that.
Oh, yeah, don't worry, you two. It's, you know, like you saw yesterday, aiding humanity is the Lord of the Night's mandate. She would have willingly reconstructed Natlan's ley lines at the cost of her own existence. She wouldn't ask anything in return for this.
Exactly. Just take it.
Well, if you say so.
Oh, ach so, die Kachine. Ich dachte, Heather, dann kommt Karton. Ein Glück, dass sie hier ist, der Abgrund hat wieder angegriffen und es ist wirklich schlimm. Überall sind Monster, wir brauchen Hilfe.
So soon? We just fought them off.
We can figure that out later. Let's go.
Natlan, geh dorthin um den... Ja. Bereite ich auf einen sehr langen Kampf vor. Ach, ich bin immer bereit. Mit der Alecino hau ich sowieso alles weg. Oh.
I see. I'll send reinforcements to those 2 locations. This other one is too dangerous. I'll handle it myself.
Bereit, über 30 Minuten zu kämpfen? Ja, ich kann 2 Stunden dazuhören, also kann ich auch 30 Minuten kämpfen.
The remaining locations are remote with no inhabitants. Let's bring our warriors back and make sure they're careful on the retreat.
Understood. I'll spread the word.
We're here. What's going on? Kachina said the Abyss attacked again?
Yes, it's not looking good. Our forces have always been able to handle the sporadic attacks, but now there are more monsters than ever, and the attacks are more frequent.
What about the scale? What areas are they targeting?
All of Natlan. Not just around the stadium, but even the remote areas of the Collective of Plenty are reporting attacks.
Could this also be some kind of omen? If things continue like this, then...
We won't last much longer, I know. What we're seeing now is the desperation of the Abyss. It knows we're only 1 hero short. I don't have the strength to fight it right now. This is its best opportunity and its final chance.
You're saying we just have to hold out for as long as we can?
It'll be a long fight. Our current focus needs to be on protecting civilians and conserving manpower. There are caravans and adventurers trapped in the wild. Many of our warriors have already left to rescue them, but they'll need reinforcements.
Überlass das uns, wir sind schon unterwegs.
All right. Shilonen, Kachina, head to the camp near the Children of Echoes. Citlali, you're needed in the Masters of the Nightwind. As an important figure in the plan, Auroron will stay here. Your tribe is too far from the stadium.
Understood. I'll leave right away.
I prepared a hot air balloon to take you where you're needed. Messengers from the Scions of the Canopy are traveling all around Natlan. Update them once you've completed your mission, and they'll compile the information into a battle report. As I receive intel from the various regions, I'll plan your next move.
All right, no time to lose. Let's go!
Warum werde ich immer ausgelassen? Gebt alle auf euch Acht.
What about us? Where should we go?
I received word that a small team escorting civilians back to the stadium was attacked. They won't be able to hold out for long. Can I leave them to you?
Natürlich.
Thank you. The hot air balloon is over there.
Ich glaube, da ist nur noch einer, oder? Hier werden alle Orte angezeigt, in denen Unterstützung benötigt wird. Warum ist das außerhalb vom... Egal. Rettung in der Wildnis. Ach, die ganze Welt ist jetzt oder so. Lass mich doch mal anschauen. Schlüsselstelle vor der Arena. Das ist ja cool. Ah, okay. Capitano gammelt da oben rum. Ich muss zugeben, ich weiß, die wollten das wahrscheinlich, deswegen haben sie auch nur dieses Gebiet geholt, auch diesen ganzen Krieg auf dieses Gebiet beschränken. Aber ich finde es fast ein bisschen schade, dass wir die anderen Gebiete halt nicht haben, wo die anderen sind.
Hey, this thing is pretty convenient.
Ja, aber wie lenken wir sowas?
Fast, but also saves us a lot of energy.
Ausmaß der Abgrundkorrosion.